or writing, or really kind of even directing. That's absolutely the friendship that I've developed with Shinichi Watanabe. He is such an amazing man. The last time I saw him was an Anime Tour this past year, and he actually almost made me cry the day before we left. It was after the con was over, and I was coming outside to have a cigarette, so was he. And he doesn't speak much English, and I don't speak any Japanese, so we communicate through, oh, you're giving me a time code? Oh, never mind. We communicate kind of through mime and movement and gesture, but we can follow what each other are talking about fairly easily. And we were talking about stuff, and the con, what he had coming up, what I had coming up. There was a convention that he didn't want to do, he didn't think it was going to be good. So it was in Houston, so I told him, I said, well, I said, you got my number, you got the number for people at the studio. If you run into a problem, call somebody, and we will take care of you. And we talked about some other stuff, and we both put out our signals, and we went to go. And I was about 3 steps ahead of him, and he goes, Chris. And I turned around, and he just grabbed me and hugged me as tight as he could. And in my ear, he said, Chris, very good friend, Nashi. Okay, I still get choked up. And of course I said, Namashin is a very good friend to me. And he was thinking, he always says thank you, like thank you. That always made me cry. He and I have become, I so look forward to seeing him, and vice versa. He just did a show with Greg, and told Greg he was very upset that I wasn't there. Well, I wasn't invited. And Greg explained it to him. A cute Namashin story. He and I also email each other all the time. And we have to go through a translator, because, again, I don't write Japanese and he doesn't write much English. And there was one point when he wanted to tell me something, and the translator was on vacation. And normally what happens is I send an email to him and the translator, I send it to both of them, and then we both know that translation is coming. Well, Namashin didn't want to wait for the translator. He had something I can't really remember what it was. He really wanted to tell me about something. So he wrote me a letter and ran it through Google Translate. Yeah. My letter from Namashin started, Dear Chris, man, I love you, but will not let you love me in my behind. Since you're not here to hug, I will find a cute college girl to hug. So I know what he meant. He went, man, I love you, but not that way. So about 2 days later, I get this panicked email from Joe. Oh my God, I was out of town. I think he means this. I'm like, no, I got it. I will say this about Namashin. If you think his shows are off the wall and crazy and funny and insane, try having lunch with him sometime. His shows are nothing compared to some of the exploits and trouble we've gotten into. Another cue. Right over